Okay, I think we're live. I think. Are we? Can't you see
Day
it?
2. Yep.
Is it live?
Mhm.
It says Griff's Gift live happening now. So we're live. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jamie. I love you.
Hi, Marshawn.
Hi.
Griffen says hi. Your mom says
Hi,
hi.
Griff. Hi, Mom. I love you. I love
We're-
you. Yeah, I'm starting to see people. Hi, Shelly. Yeah. Here it goes. It's starting. But I don't know. Is Jamie blurry to you guys out there? Why does Jamie look blurry? Okay, good. To me?
Maybe she's gone soft. Yeah.
But look how blurry she is to me.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the camera.
They're using camera talk. I don't understand. I'm dealing with 2 actors here. They know all this writing and editing stuff. So I don't know what they're talking about. They say you look okay, Jamie, on and what they're looking at. So
Thank you.
Okay, good. What are you guys joking about now? Stop with the
Hi,
joke.
Amora. Hi, Janelle.
The actor goes soft.
Leslie. It's a little blurry.
Oh.
I don't have a lot of good lighting
She's
right
pausing
now.
a little
I'm
bit.
hanging out in my guest bedroom at home.
Yeah. So Malou is homesick today.
Come on. She is. She just left to go to the doctor's, so I'm hanging behind.
Okay.
So we can talk to you guys.
Okay.
And on camera with me. Do I need to narrow my pitch?
Yeah.
Griffen?
Who's there today, Jamie?
Griffen and your mom are going to flank on camera. So I'm hoping they do a little bit of a light show, hoping maybe they move the curtain or they do something in here. I gave them
Hi, Mom. Hi, Griff.
They're
Love you
saying
guys
hi.
so much. Miss you so much.
Grainy and dark.
Right? Someone saying that?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm clear, and look at Jamie Hugh.
That could be the
See?
camera resolution of her. I don't know.
I don't have the normal camera I'm using. I'm using the one that's on my computer today.
Okay. So you guys have seen how beautiful Jamie is. So just imagine that. Okay. So how's everybody doing this week? I've had a really tough week. I lost 2 dear friends over the past week, Dan Daniels and Kenyatta Duckworth, and I'd like to dedicate this reading to them. Yeah, it's just when you think your heart can't hurt anymore, it can. So we're definitely here, emotional beings having a human experience, and I guess, when you meet people that light your darkness, those were 2 people I lost. So they both had lost children. So they're with their children now. And I know they're okay. I just hope that everyone here that is missing them becomes okay too. So, yeah. So we can take questions if anyone wants to talk to someone, or Griff, what's new in heaven?
Well, Angie says you're tiny a little bit, that you're having some feedback on your mic.
I am?
Maybe busy boys can help a little.
What's happening on my mic, or is I'm echoing?
There's a little bit of feedback.
A little bit of feedback.
I hear it just a tiny bit.
Okay.
I think we can survive. Griffen says we can survive.
We can survive. Yeah.
Griffen wants to say to everybody hello, and he says, if you're watching this, he goes, this is only the 2nd time that my mother has been brave enough to do a live stream. And he says, and you're probably going to watch the first 10 as they work out the kinks on how to do the program, the mics, the lightings, and the cameras.
Right. When I was young, I wanted to be an actress, but let me tell you something. It's painful looking at yourself. I like to look at Jamie, and I can't see her very well right now.
Oh.
Okay, Leslie, well, let's start. Kathy wants to know if my good friend Kathy in Arizona wants to know if Dylan Barr, who we know, her son, shut the garage door on her yesterday. Dylan.
The first response I heard from this side of the room was, no.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Didn't mean to. That's not what meant to happen. No, 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 no.
Okay.
Yes, he wanted to pull a prank. Yes, he had thought about it, but
But he doesn't have it down to an art.
he didn't mean to do it.
Okay.
So
We
I
love
think
you,
that's a polite
Dylan.
way of saying yes, but I'm really sorry.
It went a little farther. I'm like that with pranks too, Dylan. Like no prank is too far. But don't hurt her with the garage door. Yeah.
I hear sometimes when you get to giggling that you can't stop what you already put into motion.
Right? It's so true. So true. Okay, Leslie, oh boy, Huey. Volke? Voelkl? Is that right? Volke? I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Leslie. Pardon? Volko? Vilko? Yeah, we have someone that speaks German and from Ireland. He said Vilko, maybe? Are we right? Okay, so Leslie. My boyfriend Scott Krasnick passed away the same as Griff. Please, could you ask if he's okay and can Griff help him? Thank you. It would mean the world to me.
Griff says he's definitely on that. He understands. He said,
Okay.
Griffin's so sweet. He's such a nice guy to his core. Like, and it
Right.
shows in moments like this when, you know, you could just say, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'll totally reach out. He's like, you know, I understand. I would definitely be on, you know, your team. He says, I'm going to go help him. He's here. He's good. He knows that there was a mistake. He says that he's been trying to get a hold of you, especially at night. Is this something struggle with the sheets or the comforter is
Love that.
off, like it's being tugged or can't move properly. But besides that, he's been not really with you during the day. So that's why it feels like there's a big gap or an absence, because your heart still aches over it. So he wants to be with you while you're healing, but not to interfere with your day-to-day life. But Griff says he's going to be on it, and you'll have new signs coming to you ASAP.
I love it. I love it. I've had the sheets before. Kind of creep me out where the sheets were longer than I was, taller than I was, like they've moved. Yes.
Really?
What's vocal? Oh, it's vocal. Okay, her name. Sorry, it's vocal. Okay. Yeah, it scared me to death. Yeah, it was when my aunt died, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah. I wasn't ready for that. Now I want all of that. Griff, bring it. I want it all. Scare me. I don't
He
care.
says, that's not right. He goes, my mother doesn't mean it. We hear her saying it. But then there are times she's like, get out of my way. Don't go. Don't do this. I'm not in the mood right now. I can't handle it. So he's laughing.
Right. It's true. Let's see. Okay. Aaron Hume. Hume. Aaron Hume. Has Cameron been sending me signs? Is he at the house with us?
Yes, he's at the house with you. That was loud and clear. Sending signs. I don't see him here, which is really weird. I just kind of hear him in like the back of my head. He doesn't feel like he's really good at the signs. He's done a few things, but apparently he's knocked it over. He moved it or broke something.
Gosh,
so
I
he
feel
doesn't
like
feel like
he's
he's good at it.
I feel like he's new. She didn't tell me when he passed, but I don't know why I have the feeling.
You know, you hang out in this world long enough.
Yeah.
He
Is he
doesn't
doing
say.
okay? Or is Cameron doing okay, Jamie? Aaron Hume?
I hear yes. There's no need on his part, but he wants to be more involved, but he just feels goofy-footed, like he's not making the right approach. Griffen is going to help him show up more in dreams. So you're having conversations with him instead of relying on him to show up in your 3D physical world. Let's get him into your 5D dream state. Much easier translation. Work with him there. Then we'll start getting him into the 3D world, giving signs.
Right. Griffen, is it easier for you guys to come in our dreams than any other time?
That is a polite hell yes.
Okay. Okay. But also when we're doing mundane things, right? Like blow drying our hair or vacuuming, or you know how when you're driving in a car and you don't realize how you got somewhere? Are those spaces that you guys can enter? Okay.
Yes. Like your
Okay, Beth.
daydreams. Mhm.
Okay, so thank you, Erin. And if you have any more questions, type it for Cameron. Bethany Blessing, what is my higher self's greatest goal purpose for this lifetime? And how can I be more aligned with my soul's intention? Any additional messages from my team is welcome. Thank you for Bethany Blessing. What is my higher self's greatest goal? It's a good question.
It is a very good question. Hi, Amora. Griffin is saying hi. And the life's mission, Marshawn's mom is jumping in, is more of helping others believe in the impossible, especially when it comes to healing, food, even an alternate way of living. So you might find that you don't end up in a solid long-term relationship. You might find that you're more comfortable in different settings than other people are. It's like our whole culture, Marianne says, got lost with being able to perform to somebody else's standards
Mm-hmm.
and not paying attention to what we each uniquely need. And that is completely your goal in this life. She wants to send her extra love to both of your kitties as she's talking about all the transitions that you're making in your home currently.
Okay.
The one thing that you can do to ease it up and make it better, she says she can sum it up in one word, and it's called surrender. That doesn't mean give up. Surrendering, she's really defining. That doesn't mean to give up. Surrender is, okay, I'm fighting this, I'm fighting this, I'm fighting this. Let me just let go of it a little bit. Surrender my agenda, what I think I might need or do. And then bigger answers will come to you through that process.
Okay. I love that, Mom. Like, don't swim upstream. Like, stop fighting it. Yeah.
Yes. No
Okay.
salmon.
Okay. I love that, Mom. I love it. Okay. So, Carrie Birdsley. Thank you, guys. I had a stillbirth in October of 2018, and then I had another stillbirth in September of 2019. What didn't I learn the first time that I had to go through a second time to learn?
Marianne's talking again. She is sending you the deepest kind of love. And she says you have so many support teams around you spiritually to help you with maneuvering, kind of understanding a why. Though it seems like you are the center point of this experience, it is also the child's experience. So what you learned the first go around was complete, but the child didn't get to have the experience. So now you approached it quite differently this go around while the child got to learn. She says the third circumstance is not going to be the same. She knows that you are rightfully timid at the gate, but she's encouraging to live life to its fullest that you're capable of, and that you'll find you'll have a complete family.
I love you, Carrie. You're a strong soul. Is she a strong spirit, Mom? Because she gives me these positive messages all the time, and I feel like so connected with her, and we've never met, but she's very strong.
Oh my God, your mother agrees. Big time.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your sweet messages this morning, too. Thank you. Okay, Angie Cope wants to know, is there a finite number of spirits that get recycled?
Griffin's taking it, and he says no, but can I put like 2 more sentences behind that? Yeah. There is a finite amount of energy, but that energy can be divided endlessly to where it appears that we have new or different souls. He goes, does that make sense?
It does, but again, it's above my head. So hopefully everybody else gets it. My mom gets frustrated with me and says, we'll give you the details when you get here
When we
because I'm
see
gone.
you.
It's
When
all
we
the
see you, we'll
classes
tell
I
you.
didn't pay attention to in school. Yeah, it's physics and all that stuff. It's hard to understand, to wrap your head around, right, Griffin?
He said yes, because it's holding the contradictory thoughts or possibilities together in a space. Like there's a fixed amount, but in this, there's an endless amount of it, but it's fixed. So no, it's not like a new soul is added or peeled away from something else over here. It's all within this space, but it can divide, but still be a part of the whole. But in the division, it's not getting larger or gaining more mass.
So deep. Yeah, right. I thought deep, but that's like way above me. Way above me. Can you help me scroll this up a little bit? I think I skipped somebody. Hi, Dina. I love all these people. And I want to go up, down a little. I think I missed somebody. Yeah, but I need to go back. No, but back down to yeah, no. I want to go to Coach Howell. Let's go down. I'm missing all these questions. Okay. I know I missed some questions. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to go with Coach Howell, and then I'm going to go back up and I'll figure out where I just left off. Jamie and if you want to jump in, but Bill Howe, can you ask Griff if my class action lawsuit against the NCAA and Whittier College will be successful and financially take care of my kids when they go out on their own? That's a big question, dude.
When you asked if the lawsuit would be successful, I heard yes. Griffin said yes.
Okay.
I'm racking my head to figure out what an NCAA is. You don't need to tell me that. I don't need to know. It's just like how much I don't know sports.
It makes it more pure. I'm glad you don't know. Just keep talking, Jamie.
It is sports, right, though?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. See?
What does it exactly stand for again? National Collegiate. Yeah, National Collegiate Athletics Association.
Oh, yeah, I would not have figured that one out. I'm so sorry. I do hear that it is successful. Now, your second question is, will it take care of my children financially? Griffin says he can't tell. There's two variables there. What is financial care for each kid is going to be different. Their numbers are going to be different. How they show up, how they spend, how they have a relationship with money is different. If you're saying, is it enough money for me to take care of myself and then pass down further? That is a yes, but I don't feel like it's enough money that's going to take care of the kids. Like it's not this, it's not a number that just like blows through and provides, I don't know, a lifelong care of finance. But it is a significant amount of money. So you hang in there. Griffin says you're a very honest person. Keep to it. Stay diligent. Don't take no for an answer because they're trying to throw you left and right. But you know what the laws are. So it's going to take a while before it's settled, but it will happen to your benefit.
Griffey's so funny, but he doesn't take any bullshit.
I love it.
He's the one with the dad, Jamie, that had that voice that you loved last week or the other live we did, that you said he could read me a bedtime story anytime, like that. Oh, what is it about voices, you guys? That if you meet a man with a good voice and can make you laugh, it's over.
Done.
Yeah. Done. Right. Let's see. I love him though because he's funny and he was a football player, so he took a lot of hits and he goes through his own trauma, but he's sweet as can be and he cares for people a lot. And I think he goes through a lot himself, but he really reaches out to help a lot of people. Yeah. So Bonita Herring, does my grandpa Johnny have a message for me?
Grandpa Johnny for Bonita. Where are you?
I love you, Bonita. You're so sweet. Always comments on everything.
I love that name.
I do too. Johnny.
Oh my God, flashback. right? Of that song.
Uh-huh.
Your mother went and got him.
Okay.
He's saying hi. He wants to know if he's on camera, and I said, I don't know. Lower yourself. I don't know. God, I want that to happen one day, please.
I was just talking to Ken about that, how when we first met, you would always, the Griff showed up 3D and you didn't like it. He was too real.
Spooky.
Yeah, it scared you. So he dialed it down, as I'll say. I don't know how it.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so you would turn the thing, and I was like, God, I just wish one day when you turn it, I'm going to see him.
Yeah. I know. Just
Yeah.
make it happen just once, guys. Then I'll quit begging.
Right.
Until I want it again.
Right.
Grandpa Johnny says hi. He's a little more mesmerized that he's in front of a camera and how all of this is working.
Right.
To Bonita, he says, I love you. He says, you really are the kindest, most caring person I know. I was hoping that you could give yourself a little bit more time to do the things that you want to do. He says, you're noticing you're waking up, like from life, from phases of life, and realizing that you didn't get to do what you wanted to. He says, I prefer you have a life without regret. And he says, that would be my main focus for you. He's saying, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. I loved my grandpa. I understand that message probably hit so hard. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for coming. I hope that helps you. Okay, Erin, I know you're asking me what are the signs I should be looking for from my fiance who died 2 weeks ago. Can you please type your fiance's name? And why are these disappearing and I can't bring them back? I can't.
You can try opening up another window into your Facebook page, and then you can control the scroll a little bit better.
You cannot go up. There's no up.
There's no what?
No, the new question pops up there. That means that the questions they asked before are going down.
Oh, it is?
If you want to read a previous question, you need to go down.
Oh, okay. So can you type your fiance's name, Erin, for me? Okay, Chiara from Italy. Is there someone behind Jamie? The light around her looks like there is some energy behind her, or is it just blurry? Do you have a light behind you, Jamie?
No, I don't have a light behind me. I have a light in front of me.
Okay.
See the reflection?
Yeah.
Griffen,
Okay.
Marianne. Sorry, Marianne.
Yeah. Griff, dial yourself in really real. Scare Jamie.
That's your mother's face area.
I see it. There's light. My mom's light right there.
He's constantly like digging in. He is laughing so hard about how you manage these Facebooks live. And he goes, people, this is how you know it's real. This is not scripted. This is not prepared. This is that it's just raw live footage. Enjoy. The medium and a mom.
You know, so sweet. So sweet. Somebody's saying something that they mean no disrespect. I get scared when a comment starts off like that, so I'm going to close it. No, I don't mean to be rude, but so yeah, I'm going to close that. Yeah, F off. Okay, so last night, Chiara from Italy again. Last night, someone knocked on my. It disappeared when I'm trying to read it.
Cameron.
Yeah. Okay.
Aaron, right? Yeah. Didn't you ask Aaron's fiance's name?
Yeah. Did she type it?
Cameron.
Okay. So we already talked about Cameron.
Take this one.
Yeah.
Move it over a little bit.
All right.
We're going to do this on the fly.
Okay. We're going to do this on the fly, guys.
This will help you.
Okay.
See the question right here? Use this. Scroll over here. See how you can pin the comment?
Oh, okay. Because it was disappearing as I'm reading.
Now you can go in and out.
Okay.
In the comment. I don't know what it does.
There's one.
Bethany Blessing.
There's one.
Okay.
Milagro, please say hi to Marianne for me.
Milagro says hi, Mom.
So
she loves you.
I pinned the comment.
Okay. Kiara says, okay, question time. My practice as life alignment practitioner didn't bloom as I hoped, and now I have legally I have legally closed it down, bureaucratic reasons. Is the universe giving me a sign telling me to forget about it, or is it simply a new beginning with it?
It's simply a new beginning.
Okay.
That brick and mortar that you had was anchoring you down too much. So you were
Okay.
putting the horse in front of the cart. Go ahead and keep
Okay.
it simple, more fluid, where either you're portable or you do most of it that's online. Then you're going to
Okay.
start making a good overhead. And then if you want to make it more brick and mortar, you can. That's from Griffen.
Okay. Okay. Angie Cope, a finite amount of energy that can change into different souls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Super deep, she said. You're smarter than me, Angie. Okay. Tom Benfill, hello. Would you ask my dad if he transitioned okay? Tom Benfill.
I just got the willies. Yes. That is a big yes. All is good, all is well, lots of song and dance, and a lot of like game playing. I don't know what kind of game playing it is, but it is.
Right, right. You guys, if I'm frustrating anybody, I'm new at this and I'm having a little bit of issues with the computer right now. So I apologize. And my brother's trying to show me, but I can't right now because I'm seeing the questions right here. So I'll learn later. Okay.
I think so too, Shelley.
Yeah. And so I apologize to anybody if I skipped a question, type it again. I don't know why this did not happen last time. Okay. So your dad did transition okay, and I hope that helps you. Okay. Bethany Blessing, is Seattle where I belong? Only if time for another after everyone is addressed. No, it's okay. I'm gonna ask. Is Seattle where you belong, Bethany?
Griffin says it's not a must. It's what's holding you right now, but it's not where you need to. It's not where you have to stay. So if you need to look at bigger possibilities, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Josie Plankin. I love you, Josie. Hi, Josie. Oh my gosh, I caught you live. Hey ladies, so much love to you. So much love to you. Thank you for watching. If you have a question, let us know. Okay, Janelle Gomez. I had a scare that someone broke into my house back in June of 2019. So this year. My kitchen living motion sensor was sensing motion, and so was my doorbell. But there was no one there. All doors and windows were sealed tight. It was on the anniversary of my dad's passing. Eddie Enriquez. Was it him?
Right on the nose. And
Show
how much
off,
fun
Eddie.
is he having? I'm so sorry that he spooked you like that, though. That's me talking. Griffin
Right.
thinks it's hysterical.
I love
and
it.
like, please do it again. But yeah, he's figured it out. I think that is so sweet. Josie asked a second ago about something about Prince playing a bunch of songs for her in a row.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that popped up. I can sometimes see them, but
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll let Jamie control the questions because I'm having big issues. Sorry, guys. Okay. But Jamie, somebody's saying you're funny. Shelly Ham. Let's see. Let's see. Mom, you know Milagro said hi to you and she loves you. And do you have any messages for Milagro, Mom? She wants to know.
randomly your mother is talking about financial security.
Okay.
That it's time to get somebody to look over your books and what you have and just to make sure everything is covered the way that you need it to be.
Okay. Everyone should do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. We love Milagro. Oh, my mom loved her so much. She they had a special relationship before my mom died. And she would take my mom in her wheelchair and walk her down to see the birds and make her coffee and stuff. So sweet. So sweet. Yeah. Crystal Lee, please see if you can reach my son, Jaden. If he crossed over, my heart is broken. Is he finally at peace? Jaden, your mom wants to know. Crystal Lee, your mom wants to know, have you crossed over and are you in peace?
Crossed over. Marianne has him. At peace, he's approaching it.
Okay.
When he calms down, he says, and he doesn't think about his life on earth, he's completely fine. When he starts thinking about his life and the people that he knew and what he was doing, like in his relationships, he wants to get back to them, and then he gets frustrated. So that's something that he's going to be working through. If you want to make it easier for him, let's have some fun. Sorry, I got a lot of voices in my head all of a sudden.
Okay.
Who's that? Okay. They're talking about having some fun. So this could go for anybody who's watching. If they have a need to communicate to their loved one who's crossed over, if you can take a black platter or a dark colored platter, put the baking flour in it, but you sift the baking flour on top of it, just make a nice thin layer, then put it up somewhere.
Okay.
You want to put it out of the reach of a dog or a cat or anything like that, and out of the reach where you won't like move past it, knock it, or blow on it. And then invite your spirit team only yours. This is the big catcher. Griffin's like reminding you, please don't invite anybody else. You're not leaving it full open. So then you invite them, come, leave your handprint, fingerprint, come talk, write your name, do whatever. And then in about 3 days, you can kind of take it down and look at it and see what's in it. The Griffin says that the younger kids and the pranksters love to mess with it. And it's easy for them because it's soft, it's light, it's easy to move.
I love that. I love that. Can I parlay on this, Jamie, just to talk about this, since I've had 2 big deaths this past week, or transitions, people that have gone home. If we talk, they hear us, right? Like, so Griffin, did it help you that I went to a medium and talked to you? Does it help you guys when we say, forgive yourself, we're not angry, all those things? You hear all that stuff. Does that help you in your healing process?
He said, yes, it does.
Am I saying that question right? Like, we can speed their healing along by telling them we love them, it's okay, you know what I mean? Those kind of things, right?
He's interrupting you. He says, I don't know if you can speed it along. It certainly is helpful. Okay. He said, just because, right, the kid we were talking, Jaden, when Jaden's thinking about his friendships and his relationships that he has with people, he really was a people person, but not like an extrovert, wouldn't get up on stage and be like, look at me. But when he had a relationship with somebody, it was real solid. And so when he goes on that path of thinking about them, he wants to contribute, but he can't because now he's in a different form. Griffin says, I got to stop talking with my hands. I'm going to rip these things out of my ears. Griffin says that when we hear from the person on earth say, hey, we're good. It's solid. I miss you too. I love you. Everything is fine. It gives peace to that person. So Jaden can find peace or calmness. But there's also this other layer Griffin wants to mention, is that when we notice that you're okay, you're like, I'm having a good day. And then the next day you're not, and you're back to being upset or maybe yelling at them or asking why, why did this happen? It just doesn't make sense, because the brain can't stay constant on everything is okay because it was such a traumatic experience. And it's such a new thing to be accepting of something so dramatic that you can't hold it too long. It's kind of like fire. You start to drop it and then you react again. He says, we understand that completely fine. He said, so we want you guys to forgive yourself about your inconsistency to love us or to show up for us or to be with us. That's not hurting us by any means. Your highs and lows. What's nothing really hurts us, but what's crazy is that, we just kind of want to show up and be there, but we can't find a place or maneuver a way how to do that, because often the person on earth is a little closed-minded or doesn't know how to show up and help or be available. So by talking to us like this makes it much easier. Right. That's why a medium helped. That was a long thing, and I really hope that rant made sense.
It did. It made sense.
It did? God.
Yeah, and also I try to remind myself, and when I get too self-absorbed of missing Griff and loving Griff and, oh my God, why did I lose my son, is that I have to remind myself that Griff lost his whole life. I lost Griff, but he lost his entire life. So that kind of shakes me into it, to being here in the moment and thinking of Griff and anything I can do to help Griff heal and grow and be okay that happened. You know, because it's not about me. Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, Jaden, thank you for coming. And Irene Gallegos, does Andrew have to tell me something?
Sorry, I blanked out. I was playing with your mom. What was the question?
That's okay. Irene Gallegos
Irene. Okay.
wants to know if Andrew has something to tell her.
Yes, like 1,000 words. Andrew's not a quiet person. Time to get up and get out. Time to get up and get out.
Mm.
I don't know what you're getting up and getting out of.
I need that message too. Thank you.
It's more about getting back to who you were before, he's saying. So much you gave up and lost along the way. And can I ask a little favor? I'd like a favor of no more defending. No more defending. Don't need to defend my name or anybody else's name or another person's cause. Only stand up for yourself and see how that fits. And by the way, none of us are going anywhere.
Wow. Yeah, that's a beautiful message. Yeah, you don't have to defend anything. I get that. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Okay, so Coach Howe wants to know, Bill Howe, with the dad with the great voice. Oh, he's saying, Jamie, have my dad read you. I wish that I had duck feet. My favorite as a kid. Thank you, Griff. Thank you, Jamie.
I'm so going to request that.
Okay, so sweet. So sweet. Oh, okay. Rena Clark, any message from my daughter Faye to her 3 children?
Oh my God, that is like, I could just sit here and bawl. Can that be a message? Ooh, it's strange. I just have this overwhelming sense of like deep sadness and happiness all at once. I can't explain.
Okay.
So I will say that your daughter, right, is the one that has 3 daughters. Was that it? I couldn't remember the question. But the woman who's crossed over, she is very, very present in her family's life. She is not like a hands-off kind of she's like a Marianne, but alive. She's like a backpack.
She's a backpack? Okay.
She's another backpack. She's on it. And she's asking if you could just remind my girls to say yes to everything that they want to, even if they can't figure out how they're going to do it. Just say yes. Right. Because she says, that's where I come into play. I will help put the pieces together so that the yes can be real. Okay. I don't want them ever to feel limited. I don't want them to feel in lack. Ooh, that's a big one for her.
Right.
Lots of emotion.
Right.
You gotta give her a second.
So you're gonna open some doors for your kids.
Big time.
Love it.
She wants them to feel courageous and whole. And I will say, by the way, if anybody is communicating to her, which I can't remember her name, that's in spirit, right. She puts a lot of energy right on the chest. It's like if you could breathe fully, like right up underneath your clavicle, like big and fluffy, right. But at the same time, it's a little uncomfortable. Kind of like heartburn, Griffen said. It kind of does feel like heartburn.
Well, Griffen laid on my chest before and I felt like I was having an anxiety attack. Like I couldn't open up my breathe. I was like, get off. I said it out loud, like, get off.
Get off. And he goes, just so everybody knows, I did. And he goes, it's what we call a bear hug, Mom. It's a bear hug.
Right. Right.
A bear hug with an invisible person is probably not the most comfortable thing you could be receiving, Marshawn.
Right. You guys, I don't know. I'll say this because I don't know who watched last time, but Griffin led me to Jamie, and it's really bizarre. Like, it blows my mind how it happened, because when Griffin first passed, a dear friend of mine pulled me aside, and being raised Catholic, I wasn't supposed to do any of this. And I honestly did not know what a medium was. I thought it was like a fortune teller, and it was like Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost. Didn't know. But every medium I've met is beautiful and pure, and I just have to have met the blondes too. And so I went into this medium for 4.5 hours, and it felt like 15 minutes. And Michelle proceeded to tell me everything that happened to Griffin the night he died. And so I went home, and that wasn't her full-time job. So I wanted to just take her everywhere and talk to my son, And so I was looking for something. And so one night I couldn't sleep, and you know how things pop up on your computer, like how to make spaghetti and meatballs, but you're looking at something totally different. And it was Jamie, it said channeling Jesus. And I was like, oh my God, this is what gives medium such a bad name. And I was like, it's 3 a.m. I'll watch it. Click. And I watched every video and was like blown away. And I was emotional because I thought I could never reach Jamie and never talk to Jamie. And she held the keys to the kingdom. I needed to talk to my son, and it worked out. But I'm saying, I wanted you guys to know that I went back to the medium here, and she said, who is Jamie? Griff keeps saying, Jamie, 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 Jamie. And he goes, and I go, that's the medium I was telling you about, that you guys would get along so well. You've got to look her up. And she goes, oh my God, if there was scientists with infrared light in your bedroom, I can see you lying in your bed with your computer in your lap, with Diet Coke and a water beside you. And Griffin sitting right beside you, pointing to what he wants you to watch. So you guys, they're here. Like, it's like Griffin said, I used to ask him all the time, where's heaven? Where are you? Mom, it's not like I'm up and far away from you. It's like you're on one radio station and I'm just a couple stations down. So maybe that would help somebody know that you just leave your body, but you don't, it just continues, So I hope that helps somebody. Okay. Oh, so Mom, they think that they think that the light is you in the back room and that you're awful shiny today and they love you from Italy. You got that. Okay, so Angie Cope, is Papa Bruce around us?
Papa Bruce? That is a fat yes. And I think what's a little awkward is Papa Bruce likes to show up at really odd moments. He's the kind of person who can make a really good uncomfortable joke in an inappropriate time, and it works really well.
I love him already. Yeah.
So when you're in those intense moments or awkward moments, I would immediately think, you here? You doing this? Hope you're having a good time. Thank you very much. Like that's a signature calling card. He's got a lot of good love. It comes through a lot of laughter too.
I love it. Thank you. I love people like that. Love, love, love laughter. Okay. Joan Mills Brown. Hey, sweetheart. I love you. I miss you. High school days. Okay. So Marshawn, please ask my daddy if he's okay and if he's ever around. His name is James B. Mills. He passed in August of 2009. James B. Mills. Are you around, James? Your daughter, Joan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing? How was your transition? Are you good? You watching after your daughter?
I'm good. I've got everything I need. He said it is a blessing to be able to see all my family here and on Earth. He said he's been listening to the conversation, and he says, I wouldn't say that I had, the power to change people's outcomes. He says, but I am the kind of father and person that wants to be available to help.
So you definitely hear Joan when she's talking to you. Is that what you're saying? You try to help as much as you can?
He's saying yes. He's also saying ask him for help, because he's not just going to do it on his own, because he doesn't want to cross any boundaries.
Okay. And it's kind of like Griffen. Can you touch on this, or Mom, a little bit? I asked you one time, long time ago, do you ever look at us and go, "Oh my God, Mom, wrong decision," and you want to smack me? That is not the decision. Stop. How does that work with you guys, to explain to everybody that we are emotional beings having a human experience, so our thinking is completely different than what they're seeing?
All of a sudden I feel like I have the angel and the devil on my shoulder, because
Right.
your mother is like, no, we understand you have free will. You can make any decisions that you want, fall on your face or stand up. We're totally behind you. And then
Right.
Griffin is like, hell yes. We're screaming, going, don't fucking do that.
Right.
Laughing. And when you're like, turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left. Oh no, you missed it. Oh, well, now you got to go through that, he goes,
Right.
so he gets a kick out of it. He goes, but I think I get a kick out of it because he goes, I think that if I were live and I had this relationship, because I think I would do things quote unquote wrong with air, just to piss off the dead people and see what else was in store. He's like, just to push the button. Your
Right.
mother totally disagrees with all of that.
Right. Before my mom left, I asked her to look after Griffin. She really took me seriously. She runs a whole camp for kids now. She takes care of all of them. I love it, though.
Time.
I love it. I remember when I first went to the medium, Griffin was thanking me and thanking me. He hadn't crossed over yet. He was having trouble crossing over, but he didn't want to, because he was a kid that had to have the answers. So his spirit guide came down to talk to him, and they decided he could stay for a little while, because it makes sense if you know Griffin. He just has to have the answers. He thought it was a one-way ticket, so I'm going to embarrass him now, because he didn't know. He thought once he left, that was it. He couldn't see me anymore, or Dylan, or anybody. So he did not want to leave. And then I knew I was talking to my son, and he missed his candy, and he was thirsty. I'm like, that's Griffin for sure, 1,000,000%. And he kept thanking me and thanking me and thanking me. Only my mom would come to a medium. Isn't my mom amazing? Only she would go to a medium. Like, it helped him, because he was a baby. He's 18 years old. So it's like, he's like, only my mom would come do this, when I found Michelle, the other lady. But he just kept thanking me, and he did so many things, and he would say things to me like, he said, Mom, the reason why I say things that are private, like he said, you sweat in between your boobs. I was like, would you stay out of it in between my boobs and stuff? He goes, the only reason I say things like that is so you'll know it's me. Because he would say funny things like that, But I don't know. I just think that even though I lost 2 dear friends this week, I know that all of them are okay, you guys. I want everyone to know that. It's here that is hard, being here. Yeah.
Griffin wants to add an amendum. No,
Amendum. I know what you mean. Amendum. I know we're Southern, just Jamie. Addendum, amendment. You guys know what we mean. Forget it. Either way.
He goes, just for everybody who's watching, my mom would publicly announce about her boob sweat. He goes, that's why it makes it so funny that I get to bring it up.
Right.
When it's really not necessary, because that's the stuff that she would share with us, which was totally unnecessary. But he says that's defines the relationship we have.
Right.
Like, it was almost like he needed to have the last word on that.
Right.
It's funny.
Right. When Griffin died, there was a kid at his school that said, call me crazy, but I saw you at school today and I turned around and you were gone. Was that you, Griff?
He said, yes, he went back to school.
Yeah, because when I went to meet him again, she said wherever he is really noisy. I think he was in the at school during
Yep.
like the cafeteria break or whatever.
He's saying
He didn't
yes.
want to leave without saying goodbye to everybody.
He says it's not the kind of guy I am. You just don't walk away.
I know.
Yeah. Even with parties, he was saying he would do that.
Right. And to let other mothers know, Griffin was angry a long time about his death. And we'll talk about that another time. I can't handle that today, but sorry, Griff, I can't talk about it today. But he was angry, and I used to joke with him because I thought it was rest in peace, Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought you were supposed to be in peace. He would get like heated, like, whoa. Yeah. Okay, so let's see.
I'll give a shout out to my dear friend Lauren.
People are talking about Prince. What about Prince?
Well, Josie and Prince have this relationship. It's crazy good. I know that sounds like really weird to say out loud.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, so Bethany Bussing wants to know, is it Bethany Bussing? Yeah. She's been hearing a lot of Prince songs all week, and she wants to know if he's trying to tell her something. Prince is a deep dude, man. Oof, God. I watched the interview with him.
He is an amazing dude.
Amazing. Like, I can honestly say I think he knew where he was going when he died. Hands down. So spiritual.
Also says, I think it was Josie asking about the weekly things.
Okay.
But Prince gives Josie answers to day-to-day life.
Oh, really?
He's there in her meditations. I know. It sounds crazy. Like we could get into maybe this is a topic, Griffin, if we can talk about celebrities after they pass away, because they have so many one-way acquaintances where people get to understand their life. And think about it, when they die, they get all that energy and all those connections, and they have the capability then of focusing individually on all those fans and all those followers. And if they find somebody who's like-minded, it makes perfect sense that they would want to reach out and support them. You know, they had something in common and continue to build those relationships. There's nothing weird about it. But when you see some of these communications, you're kind of like, come on, like, who are you to speak to so-and-so? I just want to let you know that's kind of a human mentality that you have. So
it's not like that there, right? At all. They're just a spirit. Like, it's not like, oh, Prince. Yeah. It's not like that.
One of Prince's biggest messages, especially to Josie and to Bethany, to Amora, is let it go and let it be. Let it go, let it be. You do your own passion. Not somebody else's, nothing. You do your own passion.
Okay. Who was it, Jamie? Who did we talk to that was so sweet? Chester Bennington. Isn't that his name? Lincoln Park. Isn't that his name, Kent? Chester Bennington. You don't know?
I think it is.
He was. I know his name's Chester, but I feel wrong on his last name. But I think it's right. Anyways, wow. All I can say is wow.
Like so kind,
deep and so kind, so deep and so kind. Let's see. Oh, Josie wants to know, is her dad going to incarnate very soon, like in the next 6 months?
I heard, yep. Yes. Back around and back into the family. Enjoy.
Oh, okay. We're going to end on this. Dina, I am so sorry I didn't get back to you, and I apologize to anyone who has texted me recently in the last couple of weeks. I've had a really hard couple of weeks. It's not an excuse, but let's get this question. Okay, this is important because I've been told this too. Dina Odison, you know her, right? Odison? Jamie, you know her, don't you? Dina. She lost her son My family told me that I needed to get over my son Chris Michael Thomas's death because it's been 7 years, and then I needed to get over it. They expressed this in anger. Dina, I've been told the same thing. I've ended friendships over that. And it was way before 7 years I got told that. I've had people tell other people we're going to give her about a year when Griffen died. That was actually said to my brother. There's been things said to people that they were going to give me this much time. And these are, mind you, people that haven't lost children.
It is shocking.
Yeah, shocking. You guys, that's cruel to say. Don't ever say that to anyone. I used to avoid a lady that lost her child that went to school with Griffen because I didn't know what to say to her. It is better to say something than nothing, number one. You can say anything about Griffen you want to. He was funny. He was silly. You love him. You miss him. Whatever. If I had any dreams about him, anything you want to say. There's nothing wrong to say. I used to didn't like when people would say he was in a better place. Now I'm okay with that because I actually have come to believe that myself. I didn't like that before. I found it religious, and I'm not into religion at this moment. And so, and when you lose a child, you're like, wait, he needs to be with his mom. That's the better place. You know, you get angry at people. So, Dina, I'm sorry someone said that to you. I would say someone told me I was using Griffen's death as an excuse to be depressed. That was said to me pretty recently. And I'm not a person that really loves confrontation, although ever since Griff's death, I'll say a lot more now straightforward than I used to. And she excused herself to go to the bathroom. When she came out, I told her, she's a dear friend. I told her what you said really hurt my feelings, and I think that's really out of line. And if you lost your kids, you'd be drooling. You know, you're lucky I'm up and out. And she hugged me and said she was sorry. But I think you have to just talk head on to that, you know, how you're feeling. Nobody has the right to say that to you. There's no time on grief. Grief is like it's the weirdest shit ever because you'll feel so stable, right, Jamie? Yeah, you probably talk to people and you've watched my pattern. You've talked to people and they're fine and they're so good and you don't know why they're good. And then it's like they have a table on 4 legs and they're good. And then all of a sudden you talk to them the next day and they can't balance. They're on 3 legs and nothing really happened. It's a process until I joined Griffen. It's a process, and I don't know why this happened in my life, or Dina, I don't know why it happened in your life. But nobody has the right to say that to you, love. And you can go off on them. You can tell them F off and don't ever talk to me again.
Or
okay, Mom.
or step back, take a breath, and acknowledge they have needs not met. Like they can't understand. And it could be that they love you so much that they don't know how to talk to you because of your grief, and they're angry at themselves about it. Traditionally, what people are putting out to somebody is what they're feeling towards themselves. So if they're angry with you, it's that they're angry with themselves for the lack of the ability, the tool, or the technique to help you with your grief and bereavement. Wow. And again, that does not help. It doesn't help you because you're managing yourself. And when you're managing, and then you're also expected to help somebody else manage your grief and bereavement, it's like a double whammy. So when somebody blows up to you like that, instead of giving that same dose back to them, just say, I get it. You know, you can't be there for me. Just give me a hug. You know I can't lean on you right now. And it hurts. And you can tell them how bad you feel, how it has undermined, whatever the feelings you're going through, please give them that so that they can understand maybe how to handle it in the future. But what I've noticed when people go into really deep anger or emotions that are lower vibrational, which doesn't mean negative or bad, just lower, it's that they can't get something met. They're lacking. Right.
So it goes back to that saying how when someone says something to you, it has more to do with what's going on with them than what's going on with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you say that somebody's saying that, if you could look at it and you could step back and breathe, like Jamie's saying, is it also because they miss you? Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
know you're never going to be the same.
Mhm.
Like they want the old Marshawn back,
Mhm.
and they know I can't be the same.
Yeah. And they don't know how to ask you for that. Are you ever going to go be the same person?
Yeah.
And they think
No.
it's rude and then, disrespectful, and they don't like to be rude and disrespectful.
Right.
So they just disappear.
Right.
Disappear. Do you see Coach Bill how you can't fix stupid?
I love him. See, I told you that's great to end on. I love you. I'm glad you stayed awake. He had an all-nighter. He played football for a long time and took some hits to his head. He can tell us about it one day. But a lot of times when you have a lot of brain injury, you stay up all night. So he was been waiting. Thank you for staying up. And his daughter has a soccer game today. And I hope she scores so many goals that we can't count them.
Yes.
He had to stay awake for this because he needs to sleep right now to go to his daughter's soccer game.
Griffin is saying thank you to everybody watching. He says he'd love to come back. Marshawn, you'll keep everybody posted, I'm sure, and I'm grateful for being here. Thank you for letting me do this as well.
Okay. No, I love everybody, and yes, we'll do it again, and I'll get it ironed out to know how to pause and stream and everything. Okay. Who cares? We got to a lot of questions. Love you, Jamie. Love everybody. Bye.
Bye. Did she just exit stage left?